Deion Sanders reportedly set to flip five-star Big 12 QB as Julian Lewis CU Buffs' fate gets surprising twist. Shedeur Sanders moves on. But who's next? The Colorado Buffaloes are coming off of a huge season as Big 12's #1 with a 9-4 record, quite a rebound from their last few seasons. One of the biggest reasons behind it could very easily be their HC Deion Sanders, who after his first 4-8 season at Boulder, quickly built a team to beat with some impressive offseason moves. But there were more key factors, including his son. With Shedeur moving to the NFL, 2025 is going to be a test for Deion. After proving his skills as the boss, can he continue his reign with the dynasty he formed at Boulder last season? Deion is keeping the momentum rolling. Late in November 2024, Sanders locked in one of the most talented QBs in recent memory of the five-star commit Julian "Juju" Lewis. The Carrollton, Georgia native announced his decision on the Pat McAfee show a week after decommitting with USC. If you wonder what led to this decision, well, let's just say Deion has his ways of attracting future big names. The standout even visited Boulder 4 times last year alone and practiced with them before the Alamo Bowl. Things seemed to be running pretty smooth for the young freshman. But it only lasted for so long. 1 month later, an accomplished dual-threat QB out of Liberty, Kaidon Salter, announced his commitment to the Buffs. With 6,438 total yards of offense and 66 touchdowns in 2 seasons as a Flame, Salter enters Colorado in his final year of eligibility. And while we were debating just who gets to become the heir to the Buffs this season, we might have missed Deion bringing in more pieces to his puzzle.as on 3. Steve Wiltfong reports, "I think there are 4 guys that they covet right now in the 2026 cycle." The list would start with 5-star Keyshawn Henderson. The 6'3", 185-pound quarterback seems to paint masterpieces on every field he graces. Showing his dual-threat nature, decision-making, and offensive talents, Henderson has totaled 2,323 yards, 25 TDs with just 5 interceptions in his 3 years as a high schooler, with a career completion rate of 55.5% across 31 total games played, highest coming in as a sophomore at .634. Putting a case in point, the 2025 Navy All-American Bowl. Henderson earned the MVP title, leading the West to a 13-7 victory. His performance was nothing short of spectacular, 146 yards on just 5 passes, including a jaw-dropping 91-yard bomb to Jalen Cooper, and 30 rushing yards. Seems like what Deion is looking for. But there's a bump of the legacy high school standouts pledged to Houston, and the allure of staying in-state creates an obstacle for Deion. Yet, as Steve Wiltfong notes, but Colorado feels like they have some inroads with the kid. They're maintaining communication with him and trying to see where that leads them down the road. But Deion isn't putting all his eggs in one basket. Oscar Rios is an on-300 quarterback from Downey, California. He has an official visit set for the weekend of June 20th. He's someone that I think Colorado's in the thick of it for, with Arizona, Oklahoma State, and Utah to name a few others, Wiltfong reveals. Rios, a dual-threat dynamo with a career 65.2% completion rate, is a tantalizing prospect. Over 3 years as a high schooler, he has accumulated 5,909 yards, 53 TDs, and 12 interceptions across 32 games. His ability to stress defenses with both his arm and legs makes him a coveted asset. They recently offered Peach State passer Brody McWhorter. Colorado's in his top 7 with Auburn, Indiana, Mississippi State, Syracuse, and Wisconsin. And Kezian's not the only player that they are in there trying to get some traction there for a flip. Arizona 4-star Tate Reynolds is committed to Clemson. He's expected at Clemson this weekend, but Colorado is trying to get involved there as well. McWhorter, known for his dynamic skills and impressive athleticism, previously announced his decommitment from WVU after the school departed ways with head football coach Neil Brown. As of now, the 2026 4-star recruit has his options open. Reynolds, a 4-star quarterback from Arizona, is currently committed to Clemson. His numbers throughout his high school showcased his versatility: 4,590 passing yards and 36 touchdowns, coupled with 2,124 rushing yards and 38 touchdowns. He wasn't just a dual threat, he was a red zone juggernaut. His early commitment to Arizona State for baseball, followed by a flip to Clemson, showcases his dynamic nature. Deion Sanders, it appears, is attempting to replicate the Julian Lewis recruitment magic. Basically, all this QB recruiting means Julian Lewis is going to see a lot more competition too. Deion Sanders' Gem Juju might face a QB1 competition. Eyeing more QBs, Deion Sanders pulled a surprise move that shocked everyone. He rolled out the red carpet for Julian Lewis, made him feel like Boulder's crown prince.